Lee, last training is done. Last game is just around the corner. How do you look back on the last few months?
Fondly, I think. Obviously, coming in at the end of last season, the job was to keep us up, as it was a big effort from everybody in those last 6 games. We managed to win 3 of them, which was enough to do the job. And then it was about rebuilding, obviously, behind the scenes with the changes and the players coming in, and obviously Jeffrey coming in as sporting director as well. That was obviously important that we forged a good connection, and then the team forged a good connection on the pitch. And I think we've done well. I think they've done well, the players. I think the senior players that we've brought in have really helped the talent. Talent needs idols, and I think that's shown up nicely. I think they've also performed. I think there's more to come as well from a couple of them. Nico Romans as an example, who's done very well, but we haven't had enough of him due to his little niggly back injury, but a really good signing and a really good player. So I'm really conscious that we've got another big effort and a big game tomorrow, but also really excited about the second half of the season, because I think we'll continue to grow as a team and we'll continue to develop.
We of course look back on last season already when you signed your new contract. So I want to look back with you on the first half of the season in this interview. You've had quite a decent start, if I can say it myself, with some victories, with a draw at the RWDM. After that, it became a little bit more difficult after the Patro win, of course, the Derby win. What did you see develop in this squad over that period of time?
Well, I think cohesion is the main thing. As a coach, you're looking to give the idea and the identity, if you like, to the performance, but then it's the players that have to execute that. So the more lads train with each other, the more they got to know each other. I do think we've developed those performances. Obviously, we had the patch with 5 games where we didn't win a game, but we were, I think, 1 minute away from another 2 points at Anderlecht, and then the next game we should have won as well with a couple of minutes. So I do feel like there was 4 points in there that we should have probably put in the bag. But like I say, the lads have kept going. I think coming to the new facility has been a really big boost for us as well. It's a big cost to the group and the organisation, but a very important one. And I think already the spirit and the vibe and the little points of contact throughout the building have helped us. And we're unbeaten since we've been in the building, which is something to grab hold of.
Yeah, you said it during trainings or during the times we met each other here in the hallways. Facilities in the stadium were good, but of course this is an entire new level. Did you also notice that when the players moved in here?
Yeah, for sure. I think if you look at the gym, if you look at the recovery element to it as well, you look at the capability to put the food spread on, you look at the pitches that will be ready, but our ground staff work extremely hard as well for the pitches like pitch 2, 6, A, B. They're all in good shape. So it's a big effort from everybody that works together, and I think the nice thing is the business side of the club and the football side have come together as well, which I think is important for the spirit and the feel of the building. And everything matters. Like every conversation matters, every bit of manners matter. The culture matters, the training sessions matter, and like I say, hopefully everything included will stand us in really good stead to have a very positive future.
Now, of course, looking forward to the game tomorrow evening against Lierse, who is also in very good shape. If we look back at your last 3 games, you of course won the last 3. Some of them were a little bit more difficult maybe than you would like to. How important was it for you to get this run into the winter break?
Yeah, I think firstly every game's tough. In this division we can't rest on our laurels. You see the young teams, like Beerschot as an example the other day getting beat. And the boys have to be humble and have to work as hard as they possibly can in every game, and then the talent comes out. So it's no different tomorrow night. We had a fantastic game for the neutral when we played Lierse last time, because it was a 4-4 game. We thought we should have won it. Another example of us having to improve on seeing the game out and the game management. So you know that's still in there, and that's still the fire in the belly, if you like, that motivates us to go and get this win, but also to send the fans home happy, which is very important to us as well.
Was that also important for you to get that home win against Young Ghent after several games at home where we didn't get the result that we wanted?
Yeah, I think home record is, you know, a big concentration point. You know, last season, I know we don't want to talk about that, but it's important because there was not enough, and then this year there's been more, and we need to make it a fortress, and I think we know that. You know, our fans get behind us well. It's important that, you know, we've got that connection with the fan base, and I feel at the moment, both home and away we have, and obviously performances and wins only strengthen that.
Then going into the game tomorrow, how do you look at Lierse at the moment? The last time, of course, we faced, you already mentioned, it was a 4-4 draw. They came out of quite a difficult period, and actually that game started their good run of form. How do you look at that team at the moment?
I think they're a very good team. You know, I think they're organised, they're disciplined, they counter-attack quickly, they've got pace. And like every game in this league, you know, you have to mitigate the opposition's strength as much as possible, and you have to find ways to impose your power and your individual quality on the game, not just as an individual, but also within that framework of the team. So, yeah, it's a great game. You know, it's a good game. There should be hopefully a decent atmosphere. You know, also want to wish everybody a very happy Christmas with time spent with their family, and, you know, come back in 2026 with the same enthused passion that we've seen all season.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.